with how this draft has panned out. I do think the one saving grace really for Nongshim is this King and Rumble. But everything else, I think Freecs has really gotten what they wanted.
Yeah, and they don't waste any time. You know, you see a lot of junglers that are like, "Oh, we gotta fight for it. It's the grubs. It's a big thing. I'm gonna go in and at least get one, and I'm gonna call my whole team up, and we're gonna fight over this." But instead, they're like, "Nah, we can't. Just take the Drake. It's free. It's sitting there." And in this case, it's an Infernal Drake. Not a bad pickup, especially as the game comes along. Ahead of time, he got that back in, you know, and he's gonna be here.
Let's see what he can do with it.
He's going to be here for the grubs. Dueling already got one, but there's a ward in the pit. And now Gideon says, I don't think you should fight me. Still a lot of CC and lockdown here for the side of DNF. So Gideon has to play it a bit carefully, but he's got his team with him. As the smite is going to go the way of Pyosik. Pyosik taking a bunch of damage, but he's just being follow flashed here. As the rest of the team is going on in as the shuffle from Fisher, not the greatest, but the follow-up here from the Kaisaju finally takes out the DNF jungler, as now the front line here, Lahen's going a bit too far, trying to bait this fight even further. But it doesn't look like it's going to go much further at all, as the equalizer already down didn't do much. And Nongshim will just back away.
Yeah, and DNF will be able to pick up a grub here and equalize 2-3. Bit of a weird play there from Pyosik.
Equalizer just died instead. And you got to be careful, especially at this point in the game, even if you are Leona. Does look like Nongshim should be able to take the second Drake here.
Yep. Hoping for a... I mean, it's a Dragon apiece. Doesn't really matter to them, was good soloing up. We'll see what it is. Compy Chemtech.
I want to say Mountain again. Oh.
It's a cloud.
Yeah, Atlas is watching, so for some reason, you know, when he's watching and I'm casting, we get a lot of Cloud Drakes.
Why do you even have to ask?
Doesn't every player play this one?
Yeah.
There are other Rumble skins.
Honestly,
like
this is possibly Riot's biggest mistake, is making a skin so good that it's just used forever.
Nobody buys the other ones?
Yeah.
As in they go, that's the equalizer right on top. Gideon goes untargetable, but the dive is going on elsewhere in the bottom lane, and this dive is very messy. Lahen's barely gets out of range, and Gideon has to flash here. It's dives on both sides of the map. First, Turret Blood is going to go the way of DNF, though.
Yeah, DNF, I think, happy with how that one panned out. Yeah. Celestial opposition on, like, Leona, you're already tanky, right? But, like, on Rakan, his biggest weakness was just getting exploded from the Fog of War, and it really helps to mitigate that.
Yeah. So they're just going to take the Rift Herald. Nongshim avoiding any further action. Probably a good idea. Wouldn't want... Yeah, as we say that, I mean, they're not going for it right off the bat. You can see that the Raptors are being taken by Pyosik, that Dudu's up here in the top side, and in they go. On to Dudu, but Fisher not going for the Drake yet. He's like, no, I don't have to.
This bot tier 2, they got time.
It was such an overcommittal to the top side of the map from Nongshim that DNF are like, you know what?
At the top, like, you got the tower, why are you still there? And then the opposite side, Freecs, like, I don't mind them getting the vision, but they spent a lot of time take this dragon, and I feel like they were just kind of sacrificing tempo.
They got the Gromp. Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's very important.
Well, regardless, they pick up the dragon. 2-1 in favor of that, and feeling pretty comfortable in this game so far.
Especially before that Muramasa. In they go. That's extremely deep. And Pyosik is going to just die. I'm not sure how else to call that one, guys. He went in, he flashed, no, he didn't flash even, he just shuffled away. And that might just be an Otacon free for Nongshim. Down on gold.
I think that might be it. I think that might be the worst play I've seen in this season so far. That was really something from Pyosik.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Can we give a top 3 at least?
Yeah, we might have to have the Mad movie. Okay, looking for a little
nice dodge.
and very nice dodge. Didn't even have the scrap shield at that time. He used it afterwards, so lacking the movement speed didn't matter. And Pyosic's like, okay, he used it, and the guy.
I mean, okay.
Like, okay, yeah.
I think he was trying to. He thought the ult could connect before he could get like his E off to that distance, and Bulldog would still be in range in North America. So yeah, he does have a good grasp on English.
That's why. That must have been it. Well, he's gonna Weaver Zing up into the mid lane. Oh, there you go. There's the flick back on a Fisher, and he's just gonna withdraw.
And
And in they go. They want more. They want to get something for this. The equalizer's pretty huge as in comes King in, looking for some value. Not the highest value out of Khan I've ever seen, but at least he got the 1 kill.
Dragon is now up, and Gideon is just soloing it. Such a weird game. Such a strange
It is.
game.
It really is. Jace
He's
is
got
3.
triumphs. I don't trust the Jace.
Oh, Lahens! What is happening? Just flashing on in. Might get punished for it too. As in they go into that back line, the follow-up is there. Gideon in a bit of trouble, but the damage is not quite there. They go way too deep, and Bulldog just cannot extend as far as they did. And call that an overextension where I'm from.
I think they call that an overextension everywhere. I think there's nothing specific to it.
Yeah, well, Bulldog, he's gonna try.
Oh, the Baron damage came in.
Yeah, this is a scary Baron.
The Hen's going on a long flank, but they are just going to die. What?
That was an insane amount, and Gideon just dashes over the rocks and dies. Kingen as well, he's got a little bit of peel, but oh man, the Baron throw of all Baron throws. Kingen now on the run. I mean, they've got to be able to just go. Okay, well, he's going to get 1 kill, but still, they stop the Baron. They win the fight. Baron, and the recalls did not come in fast enough. I say that though, Fisher in position. Gideon here as well.
Steal.
He can easily get over that wall. It's just going to come down to a straight up flip, and it goes to Gideon. After all of that, they also killed the Rakan, but Gideon is down as well. And now it's all up to Jiwoo, who doesn't really have a front line anymore. Flashing on in his Bulldog, nearly gets his head taken off. But at the end of the day,
Just keep running, Jiwoo.
even if Jiwoo does go down, oh,
The recall. No, you can't get it.
he's gonna try. He's gonna try. Does he miss? No, he doesn't. And even as Vision in the brush afterwards.
As I said, Pyoshik saw it all. No, he didn't.
And providing that tankiness.
You do try to look for some poke angles. A big shock blast could go a long way here. That was not a big shock blast.
Yeah.
That was a regular shock blast.
And the big one also gonna miss. That's just a Cloud Drake to them. The Solar Flare goes wide. The Equalizer does a bit of damage, but no overcommittal here. As the Seismic Shock comes in goes Jiwoo already. All over the way this game is going.
It feels like both teams like, okay, we got to respect them. They're in control.
All right, well, they're trying to get on top of Fisher here. That's the value of the Zhonya's. There's the knock, a perfectly timed from Bulldog. And just like that, 1 step out of position. And Fisher is dead. Lahens has to flash.
Yep. Baron at 20. Fisher's TP, but he's going to be up long after it spawns. DN Freecs still looking. A little bit of a whiff from the ult from Pyoshik, used onto the not Kai'Sa.
Trying to get some poke down. King gonna run forward into them to dodge the seismic shove, but might bait his team into a fight here. It looks like they want to have a fight the turn here onto Dudu, but he lives with the flash, and now everybody's just running away. I say that presses his R, goes in, takes out 2, but he's dead. And now with Berserker alive.
Oh, Lahens, don't die.
Let's
run.
Well, he's dead. Okay.
He's definitely dead.
He's super dead. Okay,
That's
here
so
comes
low.
Kingen and Fisher.
I actually think they just died.
Yeah. This is what I was saying. I don't think you have enough tankiness with these two. They're being burnt to a crisp. Bulldog is just dead. The ult drives Pyoshik into him somehow. Fisher gonna not die, but somehow Kingen not able to do enough damage, but the Baron is stopped.
He needs to make the hero play here to back up his jungler. And gets 2, which is kind of impressive.
Yeah. I mean, he gets 2 and makes it so that there's only 3 squishy members here, right? I do like how well he's sidestepped the seismic shoves.
That was pretty neat.
Especially because Bulldog has been so accurate, but the one guy, getting in there. There's the cleanse, pretty good against Leona, and the damage is done. Lahens is down, in goes Gideon, and immediately gets blown up, regretting that R press for sure.
Do I hate Neferi?
Oh, there we go. In goes Bulldog, but Jiwoo's got a lot of...
No way.
Okay, no, Jiwoo also dashed over the rocks. No, you can't make this up. Jiwoo is trying to get away. He's burning. Will he die? No, it looks like he will survive, barely.
By Pyoshik on the buy, and I said this might have been the worst play we've had this season.
Yeah.
It has now lost that spot.
We're going to need an apology letter. Not about numbers. Although, as I say that, let's take a look at the numbers here on the item value graph.
As you can see, the Rumble is very fed with only a 4,000 gold deficit.
It's very hit Kingen and Lahens. That's how much damage it does. It's not negligible.
Yeah. It's not like full lethality damage. We're not expecting that.
Yeah.
The one that really stands out to me people didn't think of it as broken, but it was popping off in the LPL and was terrible in the LCK Shyvana.
Oh.
Remember Peanut Shyvana games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Please no.
Please no. Yeah, they're getting this push off. That's the last second of the Baron.
Oh, Equalizer does a good amount of lock damage to the Locket Shield.
At least I think absolutely.
100%. Gideon has that dog in him.
Piosik's kind of going in, but not really. Up here on the top side as well. Ingo's Lens is getting charmed up. And the peel is there, but the Zonya's, Fisher in a lot of trouble. But Gideon and Bulldog also getting into it. The flash away from Bulldog, but the Equalizer's down, and it's massive. Dude flashes into 4 people! And he's gonna get one, but he's got the TA, and he has the backup, more importantly. As now the follow-up comes in from the rest of Notion. There's the divide, and takes out the Fed Jace. Berserker on the run, too. And untargetable. Barely.
Piosik's tail, the Elder Flip. This is where it ends. Noxie managed to clutch out the fight, managed to find the comeback, and should be able to take the Elder here.
DNF have to deal with Exodia.
Yeah. I think you just have to let them have it. And I think the thing is the Elder's only for 1:20. If you push the waves out a little bit.
Look at top wave. I mean, they can just kind of...
No, I think you can clear that out.
They'll just go mid, I guess.
And that's fine.
They're so fast with their push. Okay, the wall's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to take, like, what, 7 seconds off? A little bit less. Don't ever overcommit. There's still a lot of damage they're going to take before the fight even happens.
20 seconds, mid inhib down. They have to try and find a way to protect this top inhib, though. You don't want to give over both.
13 seconds.
Wait, Nongshim is trying to dive.
Yeah, he lands a solo player and a Bulldog, the one guy who's not quite able to get out of it. He doesn't have flash, and he just burns down. And now with no Talia, they might just be able to push this one 5v4 even without Elder buff. They have the Baron buff here. They're going to push with the top wave. Dudu desperate to clear out these minions. And he's doing a decent job of it. Looks like the mid wave, though, is coming in. This tower on the top side is getting quite low. King and trying to do his best, but he's actually getting burst down by Dudu. And you can see they're so apprehensive to try to go for the end at this point in time, but they're just going to send it right now. They get Gio into the back line. He does have the Zonias, by the way, 6th item. And now they're just going to try to peel for him. Just auto the Nexus, but Gio has other thoughts in mind as he wants more kills, but his team ends the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.